guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today we are jumping into our very first reading for 2022. So happy new year, happy January 1st. I hope that this is a blessed 2022 for you and your family. So we're gonna do this reading a little bit differently because it is the first of the year, and I kind of want to get a feel not only for January but for 2022. Well, I have my Wally's World Oracle here. This will be kind of like the theme for the month, but also kind of extending a little bit throughout the rest of the year. And I have the Practical Self-Care Oracle that I got on Etsy, super awesome. I also have some animal magic here for us, and I'm also going to be pulling my runes this time. So I have my bone runes, I have my arrowheads, and for those of you that love it when I do my conchomancy, I have my seashells here. Before we dive into it, I just want to go over the Mayan astrological aspect. So as many of you know, I am a Mayan astrologer, and I teach Mayan astrology in my Leon Mystery School. The link is down below in case you are interested. But we're going into a 10 Manic year. So 10 Manic technically starts mid-February because the Tolkien calendar or Tzolk'in, but some people say Tzolk'in, it's Tolkien. It starts kind of around February because it's a lunar calendar. So it's a 260-day calendar, but it's paired with the Hep calendar, which is like 365 days. 10 Manic. 10 is all about connection, relationships, balance, and harmony, which is awesome because we just came out of a very fertile year in 2021 with 9 Ich. So 9 Ich was the hurricane, and we're kind of going with those winds of change, those very fertile winds of change still blowing through the very beginning of 2022. And 2022 now is going to take that very fertile winds of change and is going to create harmony and balance, so rebalancing things out, especially with Manik. So Manik is the Nahual of the rainforest, the four-legged animals, of the four corners of the earth. It's also the Nahual of cacao beans, which are very sacred. When we're taking this harmony and balance with this very masculine sign of Manik, which by the way is also a day sign, but also obviously one of the year bearers. It's all about balance and harmony. So if there's been some things in 2021, 2020, 2019 that were out of balance, starting to feel kind of the shifts and the shadows coming up and the people leaving our lives but new people coming in, or old patterns, old ways of thinking going out, new ways of being and thinking coming in, and it's been very difficult. Now is where things start to really even out as those connections become stronger and things become more balanced. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what 2022 has in store for us. So yeah, all right, 10 Manique. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a card before I point the camera down so you guys can see the rune reading. But let's see, and not only January, but what we can look forward to in 2022. What do you have for us, Wally? All right. So this actually is a picture that was taken by me. It's the Vaticina in Roma, Italia. So it's, wow, that really goes together. So the 10 Manic that I was talking about, the relationships, balance, harmony, stability, things really fixing themselves, finding a new level playing ground, or level playing field, playground, maybe because I hear the kids in the background. So, but this to me represents a very fixed belief system, very fixed ideology, and so when you take something like this and you're breaking down those beliefs, those structures, those ways of being, like I said before, those things that have been in place for a very long time, and it could be very painful, especially when they are thoughts and shadows and things like that that have been with us for a long time, people that we've been with for a long time. And as we shift and change, our vibration is just not in alignment with a lot of those people, those beliefs, those ideas, core values, just not there anymore. And so I'm really seeing like a shaking up of your foundation of your system. That might sound scary, but just know that this is all a part of your progress, of your journey, of getting to someplace even more awesome and beautiful, so that you can shine even more, so that you can see qualities in yourself that maybe have lain dormant. So I see this not only for January, but kind of throughout 2022. So pretty awesome there. All right, so let's take a look at some self-care, because I always like to impart a little bit of self-care for us. So let's see, using the practical self-care oracle here. What is something that we can focus on in January and perhaps throughout 2022? Nice. We have cook more. So it says, reduce the urge to eat out and cook more meals at home. How awesome is that? Because, I mean, when you think about it, there's this idea that when you buy your own ingredients, fresh ingredients, that it's always going to cost more than if you ate out at like Burger King every day or something like that. And actually, that was something that I had to prove to my high school students that was untrue during our, like, it was a sort of a nutrition and fitness unit, but it was kind of an essay they had to write. But anyway, it was tearing down those beliefs. So I had them actually go to like local farmers markets, or I had them go to Sprouts, or I had them go to, you know, a place where they sell like lots of produce and fruits, and look at the sale items, you know, and, you know, just buying things based off of sale, you know, nice fresh things. How many meals can be made from those things ended up being way less than if somebody just got like a Whopper every day, you know. So this is a great way for you guys to start saving money in 2022, but also looking after your health, because if you're cooking your own food, you know exactly what's going into that food, and I doubt that you're just going to keep your food chilling under heat lamps. So this is really good for your well-being. Also, it gets you connected to your food more. You know, if you're having to actually put your hands on it and you're chopping it up, you're mixing it up, you know exactly what the vibration of that food feels like, and therefore, you know, as you put it into your system, it just feels better, and overall, vibrationally, it does just vibrate a little bit higher. So cook more at home. That is the self-care, not only for January, but for the rest of the year. It doesn't mean that you guys have to cook at home like all the time. Some of you guys do that. That's freaking awesome. Not saying that going out to eat is a bad thing, but making it more of a habit to start cooking at home than it is to go out and eat. Back when I was a kid, going out was a real treat. You know, so my dad would take us out on like a Saturday, maybe a Sunday, to eat something outside of the house, and that was like, you know, a once a week kind of thing. It was very special. So maybe treating going out as something special. All right, I do want to get to my runes and my seashells, but I wanted to talk a little bit about some animal magic, some animal medicine / magic for 2022. And I have a ton of feathers, and I just kind of pulled the feather that really spoke to me for 2022. And I have this vulture feather. Some people call it the California condor, but since we're not in California, I guess it's just a buzzard or vulture. But anyway, we get a few of these feathers that kind of rain down every now and then. So it looks like this one got into a bit of a scuffle. But this, to me, vulture medicine for 2022 and for January is all about cleaning up of things. And that makes total sense with the card that I pulled from Wally's World, you know, with this. You know, it's our belief system, it's our core values, what we know to be true about ourselves and our way of functioning, our way of being, what's actually, you know, what we're capable of or what the world is capable of. And we're really just taking this vulture energy and we're just picking at the things that no longer serve us, okay? Because vulture is actually, they're needed in our little ecosystem here. They clean up the dead so that we don't have airborne diseases and illnesses and things like that. You know, we have these, you know, animals and insects that are there to literally clean up our environment to keep the rest of, you know, Earth safe. So in order to keep your sphere safe and healthy, you know, your aura, your vibrational, your energetic field, safe and healthy is start cleaning up those ideas, start cleaning up those belief systems, start cleaning up the way you think that you, the things that you're able to do. You know, what are you capable of? Sometimes we don't know until our foundation is shaken up, kind of like the tower. So bringing in that vulture medicine, however you want to bring that in. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the runes have to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting things out on the spread cloth. Here are my seashells. We'll go ahead and get these going first, and then we'll get my arrowheads and the bones. All right, so let's see, what do we have in store for 2022 for January? All right, so let's move these off to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and pull an arrowhead. Okay. And I also kind of want to see what our animal medicine has for us. So let me get all my bones out here. Oops. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's make sure everything's in the field so you guys can see. Okay, so like I say, if you get anything else from the messages here, definitely put that down below so we can expand on this reading. Let's take a look here. Okay, so I am kind of seeing this triangular shape, pyramid shape, and that's actually a shape that I've been working with a lot lately in terms of healing and spiritual growth. So that's something that you might want to take into consideration. For the arrowhead, kind of pointing upwards, I do see that as connecting, making sure that you guys are doing your best to connect to your crown chakra. Up here, I do see kind of at the pinnacle, there are some blocks when it comes to the spiritual progress for many of us, you know, moving forward. Like I said, we're going into this 10 money year, which is all about a connection and bringing things back into equilibrium. But it becomes more difficult if we're not addressing the shadows, the long-standing shadows. So in order to work with that, it says to connect with spirit, which I'm getting over here, and letting go with this half shell here, letting go those things that have been with us for so long. I know that it's difficult because it feels comfortable. It feels like something that you know. But what the bones are saying here and the seashells is just, it's time to start really working on those things. Not just saying, oh yeah, I'm doing shadow work, but like, no, going in it and really, really releasing them. Otherwise, it will feel like a really difficult year for many people, unless people start to take, and myself included, I'm not just, you know, barking at you guys, I'm barking at myself too. It's like everybody. It's really time for us to push up the sleeves and get ready. Like, let's do this. Okay. I want to see, let's see, some other things here. I also have bear medicine inside of my opportunity shell. So I do see that there's a lot of career change opportunities. So those of you that are looking to change into something else, possibly within the same field, or those of you that want to start something completely different, I do see that there are opportunities there for you guys. Now here's something interesting that's all lined up here. So actually I believe, yeah, these are my two boar medicine, but I also have my bison tooth. So those two are really connected with strength of character. So there are things that you may have realized about yourself and your journey and your path that are not in alignment with the people that you love and care about. And it's very difficult to be something different than everybody else is. But if you call on bison medicine, buffalo medicine, if you call on wild boar medicine, it's all about being confident in who you are, because you free them to be confident in what they believe and who they are. It could be that they're just going along with the crowd too, and they're hoping that you also go along with the crowd, so it makes them feel comfortable. But if you go your own way, you allow them to kind of take a look at themselves and say, is this really what I want to do? Or maybe I want to take a look at what he or she is doing. And maybe they make up their own mind about things, but definitely really work on being confident in your path and what you believe in, what you want to do, because you are going to help other people inadvertently. I'm not saying that you're, going to lead some sort of resistance or something like that, but it's just you being you and doing the things that you like to do and saying the things that you believe. People are going to follow suit. They're going to feel more free around you. Okay, let's see. In here, in my fire energy, I actually have a turtle claw. So for me, this is kind of like a fight between wanting to do things slowly and there being like a rush of energy. Especially a number 10 year is a very powerful year. So you're going to have all this energy behind you, and you're going to want to take things super slow because it's super uncomfortable. But you're going to have to figure out how to make things work for you, because if you resist the strong current, it's probably going to make things a little bit more difficult. But if that's what works for you, that's okay. But you may want to go with the flow a little bit more, the energetic flow that's going on. And then I see kind of like this ladder going up with my coyote and lynx bones, with just transformation, really connecting to your higher self, especially with lynx. So meditation, you guys, really get to know your higher selves. Meditate every day. Like, don't skimp on this, even if it's only 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm just seeing some great changes, but it all starts with you at your core, your center, and your energy. All right, so yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this. All right, guys, so that's it for me. I hope that you guys have a wonderful January. Have a fantastic 2022. I hope that you enjoy this. Let me know your thoughts. If you got something else out of the reading, make sure that you put that down below so that we can expand on it and make it just a even greater reading for everybody. So again, I'm wishing you guys all the best. If you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that 2022 notification bell for more videos just like this. And all my other information is down below in case you're interested in a reading from me. Checking out Desert Cauldron for some witchy goodness. My Leon Mystery School that I mentioned earlier, my newsletter, all that good stuff is down below. All right, I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Have a rockin' 2022. Peace out.